Another day, another dollar. Round and round we go. Look like poor Frank had a meltdown today. Just got done having one, I guess. Unhappy. How unhappy can you be? I don't know. Figured you should be kind of happy. You're in paradise. Nice place. Hey, Bob. Not buttermilk. Hey, Bob, you on right now? I'll throw you a link. You always have. I looked for you last night, but no, you wasn't around. See what you're doing, huh? There's a link for you, Bob. Come on over. Sit down, put your feet up. Stay a while. From one hillbilly to another. Why you call me hillbilly? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, heck, you guys. Gotta roll with the punches. Turn that up a little bit. Good night last night. Sounds like a song, huh? Good night, Irene. Something like that, I think. Don't quote me. What happened? That was weird. Had a glitch for a moment. We're back in order. Back in the saddle again. Don't have a meltdown. Quickly fix it. Don't go ballistic. What's up, bro?
What up, man?
Hey, man. I wasn't close.
I'll tell you the truth. Yesterday I was having a bad day because you had somebody on there that I didn't like, so I had to pop in and pop out.
Are you saying I had? Oh, you talking about Roberto? Nobody likes Roberto except me.
Well, yeah. You can like anybody you want, but I don't have to. So there you are.
Oh, so I was guessing when I said that. What was it, Roberto?
No, it was actually another guy there.
Oh, see, Roberto.
Well, actually, there was two of them there. There was two of them that I didn't like there. Roberto was one, and the other one talks with the accent, and I don't know who it was, but that accent just hurts my ears, man. So I can't even fucking look at your videos, man. When he's there.
Bob, you have an accent, you know. You and your Grizzly Adams look. Nobody complains except me.
Well, yeah, I give a fuck what I look like. I'm not here to impress nobody. You know that. You know my shit ass attitude. You know that's the way it goes. And I don't know why you haven't come over and seen my channel yet.
I didn't know you had a channel, Bob. Nobody knows because you don't announce it. But now since you announced it.
I did announce it on one of your fucking last shows where I was the last one in. You said, "Well, we're gonna have to go now," and you snuzzed.
You know, Bob. You don't even announce it when you leave. You just poof and you're gone, like up in smoke. You do
Well, if
like a
you ever look at
Houdini
your
on it.
videos once in a while, you would have seen what it was.
Yeah, I never play back my videos. I
Well,
just
I know that's what
when
I'm
it's
saying.
done,
Once in a
it's
while, you
done.
just need to, And I ain't gonna argue with you about it, you fly-headed fucker, you.
Not
Little bald-headed
invest
bitch.
in a razor. I know I know you guys got a pair of sheep shears that to cut the goats and the sheep's wool.
Yeah, but it's
Invest
cold,
in it.
man. It's cold here, so why should I do that? And I don't have to. I don't have to please nobody. I pay my rent.
I know it's not that cold anymore. It's almost summertime. It's
Yeah, right.
come on now.
It snowed 100 miles from us just yesterday.
Yeah, that's 100. But what about the 99.9? Just trying to
Oh,
help
you
you out,
talking
Bob.
about the radio station 99.9? Yeah, that's a good radio station.
Hey,
But
what did your mom cook for us today?
well, shit, uh, I had to clean the bathroom the other night. It took me 4.5 hours to clean the bathroom.
Is that just of your one use or what?
No, it's actually a yearly clean I do. What I do is, okay, I got this thing called a quickie mop. It's got a bucket. It's got a inner bucket in the bucket and the inner bucket in the bucket. Okay, you take the mop. It's like a little flat buffer looking mop, and you stick it down in the bucket and you pump it up and down. And what it does is the inner bucket in the bucket's got a water tray with soap and water and bleach, whatever you put in there. And then
Okay.
the bucket itself is okay, you put the inner bucket in the bucket. The bucket itself is the dirty water bucket. So when you pump this thing
Huh.
up and down, the mop inner bucket shoots the hot soapy bleach water up in it, and at the same
Okay.
time, it's cleaning it and throwing it inside the bucket. Do you understand?
I'm with you, buddy.
Well, it's like two buckets in one bucket. Okay, the
Yeah.
inner bucket is the one with this hot soapy bleach water. And you take that bucket and you put it inside the bucket. I know I got
I'm
you
feeling
confused already.
just
I got you
listening to you, man.
confused, but Ma had to have it. Bought it online so that it was easier for me to do overhead stuff. You know,
Okay.
because it's got like a round, looks like an old buffer pad. But it sticks to this thing. And it's nice and flat, and it's a little 8-inch circle, like a little 8-inch pie. Like a pizza, like a pizza.
Pizza
And
pie.
you can clean the ceilings and shit. It's got a nice, long, regular handle.
Okay.
And it's called a quickie mop. So if you ever interested in spending 2 seconds on the internet and Google that bitch, you'll see
Yeah.
you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Got me all
Man, I'm
flustered
waiting for
over a
you to have a
$30 mop.
meltdown. I'm waiting for you to just have a meltdown, just explaining
Yeah,
it to
I'm
me.
having a meltdown because you won't listen to me. At 8:30, 9
maybe
a.m. in the
maybe
morning.
we could get a hold of Frank and you could explain that to him.
I know, I got y'all confused. Well, anyways, I was in there and took me like maybe I'd say a rough 10 minutes to do the ceiling, because you got a whole year of mildew
Yeah.
going up the walls and shit. Just little spots here and there you can hardly even
Do you only
see.
have one bathroom, or do you
But
how many
at the same
bathrooms do you
time,
have?
I'm the only one that can see that stuff. Ma's got good eyes, but she never looks up that far. You know what I mean? At the
Well, there's
ceiling.
no need to.
Well, no, we have yearly inspections here because we rent this house, So every year you have to have an inspection, which is cool,
Right.
because the homeowner wants to see if there's any damage in your house or whatever's
Well, yeah,
going
but
on.
you should point out things for him to fix.
Well, at one time, I mean, you rent a house, you could just do anything you wanted to on the inside. You could smash it up, put holes in the wall, tear the doors off, hell, have no
Yeah.
doors, whatever. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? You paid a deposit, right? The deposit it stands. What a deposit means to me is, hey, you moved in a brand new home, and when you leave it like it was when you came in. You get your deposit, and you can leave. You know.
Sounds good.
Well, nowadays people don't give a shit. They paid the cheesy $300 deposit. They run 20 freaking cats that piss all over their house. Smells like a cat infection,
Cat meow.
and it really stinks. And you got people that smoke cigarettes, marijuana, drugs and shit, drug usage in the house. And what do you come walking into, and you smell a cigarette farm, cat
You're
piss,
already
and all that
asphyxiated.
other stuff. Well, anyways, I don't smoke. We've never smoked in the house for 12 years that Ma's had it. And as far as it goes with cats, we cut those nuts off before they could spray. But
Oh,
most people, they don't give a shit about that, Kev. They just don't. They don't care.
yeah.
So once a year we have inspection, which everybody should have an inspection once a year, on their rentals. Well, hell, we pay almost $3,000 a month for this house,
That's a lot of money.
and you pay that much, and you want your walls to be painted when they need to be painted. You want the carpets to be replaced at least once every 30 years. The carpets haven't been replaced here for 30 years. Well, 20 years.
Well,
And so they're
at least
getting
15
pretty
years.
rough looking. And we asked for the carpet. Well, they said that we had to be here another 5 years to get that because carpet's so expensive. So we said,
Well,
okay,
at least
fine,
have
we'll just
them
run it into
have
the
the
ground.
carpet shampooed.
Well, no, the shampoo never works, man. There isn't a machine out there you can rent to clean this brown carpet. This brown carpet was brown from the day it was born. It's still brown. And well, it's like we got some linoleum in the kitchen, and how the house is laid out. Okay, it was built good in the day. This house is 100 years old. Built good in the
Hmm.
day. But now in the kitchen in the corner, the house is starting to sink a little bit. So now,
All
when
right.
you have an
You're talking
egg
about
on
the
your table,
foundation.
well, when you have an egg on your table, it kind of rolls off and falls off. Or, if you have fruit or anything on your table, it goes downhill. And so Ma, she called them and says, "Hey, we need some linoleum put um, uh, down on our floor because for some reason, it was good 12 years ago. The linoleum was, but there's a big split. Well, where the house sunk down a little bit, the last rains we've had was really rough. I mean,
Yeah.
flood back there, and the house is kind of getting uneven, so it dropped just like a half an inch. So it split that linoleum in the kitchen. And so I told Ma, I said, hey, you should have just told them, hey, we need some linoleum put down. And I'm sure they would have came out and done that. But instead, they send this linoleum guy over, and he says, I went to put my tool down on your table and it rolled off. Well, you need to get your subfloors ripped out. Well, that was his first opinion. And then
Yep.
they had somebody come over and look underneath the house and all kinds of shit, and he evaluated. It sunk a half inch, the corner there. So he's talking about having some like house movers come out and jack up the floor a little bit, and and that sounds like a lot of money, Kevin. So you know
It
what?
is a lot of money.
I'd be satisfied if I had to talk to the landowner, uh, just to get some linoleum put in. Fuck that jacking up the house. You know what that might cause us to get evicted. You know, and that would be bullshit. Because something the house naturally done by itself. You
Hey,
know.
Russ, let's check your Facebook. I just dropped you a link.
Yeah, I think that would be bullshit. You know what I mean? But it's not like my sister and my mother lives on that end of the house way over there. Living room in the middle, bathrooms between their two bedrooms. Then we got the living room. Then we got my room. Then we got the kitchen. You know, and
And what about your
so,
doggy?
huh?
Where does your dog stay?
Well, mine sleeps with me. My mom sleeps with her. The cat sleeps with the sister, and mom's two little dogs sleep with her. So
Oh, well, you should let your dog sleep outside.
no, 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 no. That would be like telling you to go sleep outside.
Well, yeah, well, nothing wrong with that when you're young.
Well, without a blanket,
Hey, it's a doggy. What do you mean?
without a mattress, without a tent,
Yeah,
without a canopy, without a roof over his head.
they're
Yeah.
saying Super 8. You know.
Well, you know what? My dog gets treated better than I get treated.
Mm.
He gets his
Well,
nails done every month. I get mine done about every 3 or 4 months. You know. I don't have a girl anymore to scrub my balls for me. And I don't have a
wow,
girl anymore to cut my nails. So,
that's a little bit too much information.
yeah, well, one woman ask
Well,
Mr. Richard
maybe,
Lee.
maybe, maybe you'll have that luxury again one day.
Shit, I'll be so old I won't be able to walk.
Well,
Who wants to scrub those old suckers?
BK, he's back in the Philippines.
Oh, really?
He
Well,
he's
he's got a lot of money. He works for a living.
he's over in the Philippines
I hope he
having
gets
a
some.
time of his life.
I hope he's getting some.
Well, I'm sure he is, man.
I hope he leaves some behind and she gets knocked up. She has a little baby Ben.
Well,
That would be really interesting with his voice, his tallness, and her looks. Slam them together, and you got a
well,
little
I
Filipino
never got a good look at her, so I'm not sure how she looks. But
I know, I've noticed that. He's keeping her all to himself. He's not
yeah,
sharing
pretty
her with me
stingy.
or you. I'm gonna have to chew him out for that.
But that's okay. As long
Yeah,
as he's having a good time and everything, that's what counts.
yeah, but I wish he'd share her with us. I used to share my girlfriends with my best friends.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
I bet you they appreciated that.
Oh, you know it. Who's this Mister Restless?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
How's
Where's
it
Mister
going?
Restless at?
China. I'm in Beijing.
Oh, nice. I like it over there.
You been to Beijing, Bob?
Oh, you betcha.
Or is that just in Kung Fu Panda?
Panda Warrior? I don't know. No, no, no. When I was a kid, I used to travel a lot. But,
So have you been to China? No?
yeah, I've been to China. Shit, I was like 16 years old though, and it's a big different world there now.
Yeah, maybe.
I only
Where are
been to
you?
Hong
Uh,
Kong and Macau.
uh,
Maosha I've been to, but that's just a little bit outside of Hong Kong.
Oh,
Hong
I'm in
Kong's pretty
Southern
nice.
California right now.
What part? I'm from Southern California.
Oh yeah, Paso Robles, California.
Which county's that?
San Luis Obispo County.
Oh, okay. I'm from Ventura County.
Okay, I know where Ventura is. It's only about 3 hours away.
Yeah. Cool, man. I miss the weather there.
Oh, don't be missing it, man, because I tell you what, man, it's colder than hell here.
What?
Hey, it snowed over there in the Santa Barbara Mountains just yesterday. Yep,
Damn.
it dropped
That's not
below.
how I remember it. That's not how I remember it,
Well,
but
I know, but you know, I hate to tell
Global
this
warming, buddy.
to anybody. We're in global warming right now. Nobody believes it. You know, I
Well,
believe in that shit. You know, I
but if
believe.
I
it's
think so, buddy.
if it's snowing in California, that sounds like the opposite of global warming to me.
Well, you know, it snows up in Redding and all up in Northern California, but it was like a blizzard there, and well, it was actually Bear Mountain. You know where that is?
Big Bear, like Big Bear Mountain.
Yeah, Big Bear Mountain. Yep,
Yeah, I
and
went there like
never snows
yeah,
there. That's where it snowed.
yeah. No, I remember like 20 years ago going to Big Bear and it would snow, but
Yeah, but you know, it's you know this weather climate stuff. You know, is some serious shit.
well,
Uh,
I mean, politicians want us to believe that,
Yeah.
and only the
Okay,
government
this
can save
isn't a
us.
politician channel now. Don't we're not talking about Trump today.
Uh,
No, but Al Gore, he won a Nobel Peace Prize for it and an
yeah,
Academy Award.
I think it's kind of just a scheme to raise taxes and fleece people.
Well, in Beijing, there's no taxes there, is there?
Yeah, there is, but they don't give a damn about the environment, unfortunately. Well, it's getting better, I think. I'm not an expert on these, but yeah, they got some nasty pollution here, and I almost feel like U.S. is too sensitive about these issues, and China's not sensitive enough. Like to me, they're kind of two different extremes.
Well, I think you screwed up. You should have went to Japan where it's clean.
I've been to Japan. I've been to Japan.
Yeah, it's cleaner there.
So much cleaner, but not as easy to find teaching jobs. So hence China.
Oh,
China's also easy to save money. You know.
I don't know. My yeah, to Japan and got a job as an English teacher.
Yeah,
Huh.
back
Hey,
in the
Bob,
day,
5 years.
Jedi just said over in Big Bear, it snows every season. Where have you been for the last 20 years, Bob?
Well, I don't think it was actually Big Bear. It dropped down up in the mountains and it's close to Santa Barbara.
near Neverland Ranch.
Probably so, yeah. Probably so. Fucking child molester ranch, yeah.
I was watching
Child
that
molester
Finding
ranch.
Neverland. I was watching the Finding Neverland documentary the other day, and yeah, I forgot it's near I think Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, probably over there. Yeah, child molester ranch.
Gross.
Hey, how was your trip to how's your trip back to the Philippines?
It's too short. I loved it. I was there a couple of weeks. Went to Legazpi. Saw the volcano there, Mayan volcano. You know what I'm talking about?
Is
Nope,
that where your
never
wife
heard
is
of
from?
She's from Sorsogon, which is like a 2-hour bus ride from there.
Well, what's a major city so that we know?
God.
What's the major island?
Yeah.
Oh, it's I think it's the same island as Manila. What do you call it?
Okay. Are
Like
you going north?
say,
Are you going north towards Subic Bay, or are you going the other way south towards Tagatai?
God, maybe we should ask her. Hold on. Jerry. Hold on. Hey, Jerry.
is it the Big Island or?
Her, hold on. Maybe I'll just put her on for a minute. You can ask her. Here, wait.
Actually,
Here.
the Big Island is Cebu.
Hey,
They're asking
my
where
other
Sorsigon.
friend, he
Here,
teaches
tell him where
English over
Sorsigon
in
is. Talk to the microphone.
China.
Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
where are you at? Are you on Manila Island?
Closer.
We were just asking what location did you guys go? Did you go to over towards Clark area, or did you go towards Tagaytay area?
Towards the Tagaytay area. It's the southern part of the Philippines.
Okay,
So-
that's how I know where things are. You go
So
north,
that's
or you
Manila
go
Island?
South.
South of
Yeah,
Manila
southern-
Island.
yeah.
Or-
I love old Tagaytay.
Oh, I've
But
never been to
20
Tagaytay.
years ago, 22 years ago, before they fixed up Tagaytay.
Wow.
Take a time? Never heard of
It was nice back
it.
then.
I'm gonna have to look on the map. Oh wow.
How often do you guys get to go back home?
How often we go back home?
Twice a year,
Oh.
maybe. I don't know. Whenever we can.
Twice
Oh,
a
that's
year,
nice.
but in Sorsogon once.
I think he just means the Philippines.
Okay.
Are you married together and you live in Beijing together?
Yes, we are married.
Okay,
We got
okay.
married last year.
Okay. So you're with your husband in Beijing.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you both teachers or just your husband?
Just my husband.
Okay.
Okay, so he makes good enough for both of you, or are you gonna be working too?
I am also working as a travel agent here.
Oh, good. So is the money there in Beijing, is that a little bit better than the Philippines as a travel agent?
Oh
Salesman?
yes, it is.
Oh, okay, good. So kind of explain me, okay, travel agent job, money wise to the American dollar.
Sorry, what is your question again?
Okay, the question is, okay, you're a travel agent, right?
Yes.
Okay. Uh I forget what the money is there. And what's the money called there?
In China, it's
Beijing.
renminbi. Yeah, renminbi.
Yeah.
A what? RMB?
Yes.
RMB. Okay, so that's the money that says $1 million per note or whatever.
Mm.
On the
Okay.
notes it says 100,000 RMB.
Well, don't make it too difficult to ask questions.
Well, I'm trying. Okay, what's money look like? What's money?
Well, the money looks like with the face of Mao Zedong. Well, all of the money here.
Well, why don't you just you can see me how ugly I am, but can you pop your picture on and show me what your money looks like?
Want to see
but
a
maybe
money.
they don't have a
Do you have
camera,
any-
Bob.
Do you have any banknotes that you can show?
Just look it up on your internet, Bob.
Yeah.
God, why
Google
be
it.
so embarrassed? You're not as ugly as me. Come on.
What's wrong with you, Bob?
I could be showing you a water tank right now. You know, you know how hard it is to talk to somebody without a picture.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard
Look at
talking
that!
to you with a picture.
Look at that! There I am. Yeah.
Okay.
What time is it right now in China?
All right.
It's 11 o'clock here.
It's it looks like it's midnight.
Yeah, should be what 2 hour difference. Same with the in the Philippines, right? Same time
Yeah,
period.
yeah. Same time zone. Same time zone.
Yeah. Well, are you guys normally a night owl, or do you normally go to bed earlier?
Oh God, it depends. I'm definitely a night owl, and with her it just depends. But it's the weekend, so we don't have to wake
Oh,
up
okay.
early tomorrow. Yeah, it's just now Sunday morning, so we don't have to. Neither of us have to be anywhere until Monday, so it's all right.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. What about you? You a night owl or are you a
Oh,
morning
well,
person?
yeah,
Or
I always love working nights. I mean, when I used to, when I first started working, when I used to be a bouncer,
Oh.
I worked nights, and then when I was doing mining, we worked like 2 weeks at night, 2 weeks during the daytime. So
Mhm.
I always like working nights, less
Yeah.
pressure.
Come on,
Oh
son.
yeah.
Outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I like nights too, especially in the city. It's a lot quieter and I don't know. Yep.
Yeah. We I used to teach English to Koreans when I
Uh,
was living in the Philippines. Do
uh,
you have classrooms? Do you have a like man-to-man class, or do you have a regular school classroom, or do you teach online?
a regular classroom. I work for like a local university. I work with English majors and yeah, in person.
All right, all right.
Yeah. And yeah, it's decent pay and it's China's not too expensive. It's like less expensive than Japan. So it's easy to save money and then we save money here and then we take it to the Philippines and like we're buying a house in Sorsogon and within a few years could probably have it paid off with just our salaries here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do
so it's
they
all
do
right.
they provide you like room and board, or do you have to provide your own?
No, they provide housing, pretty big apartment. We have to pay the utilities and the heat and all that, but yeah, we don't pay rent, and that's pretty nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gotta be nice.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it
good.
is. It's real nice. So yeah, the plan is stay here a few years, save up some money, and then get back to the Philippines as soon as possible. Get some small kind of business to sustain us, and I miss it. I love the Philippines so much. It's so nice. Uh, China's okay, but I would rather be in the Philippines.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How did you meet your girlfriend in the Philippines or in China? Your
Uh,
wife. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, my wife. No, actually, I met her. The first time I met her was 8 or 9 years ago on a dating website, and and I met a lot of girls at that time, but then I went and met her in person in 2012 when I was with the Navy. We went to Manila, and then I actually met her in person, and it's a long story, but uh,
You
yeah, the
got it
last few.
now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, I met her online 8 or 9 years ago, then in person 6 or 7 years ago, and then yeah, the past few years I started just spending all my vacation time there, and then we just decided like we're getting old, we should just get married.
Getting
Good.
old.
Do
Really?
you do you have kids or no kids?
No kids, no kids, no kids.
Well, you get free health care in Beijing, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know how good the quality of healthcare would be, though. I wouldn't take it all that serious, to be honest.
It's got to be more better than the Philippines.
Is it? I have no idea. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
well, you go to the hospital in the Philippines like I did,
Uh-huh.
and all I had was a cyst, but shoot, we had to wait. I had to wait 3 hours to see a doctor. A sec.
Hey, Wayne.
I had to
Hey,
wait
Graham.
3 hours to see a doctor, and the doctor was called to come to the hospital from his
Uh-huh.
house.
Uh-huh.
You know, and wait 3 hours for him to come to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
And he only
Did
lives
you
like
go
5
to a
minutes
private
away.
hospital in Cebu, or did you go to a government hospital?
Oh, it's a hospital down the street from the house.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, if you had to wait, you should have just went to another hospital.
that would have been kind of inconvenience at the time. You know, it was only about 5 minutes away from my house, and actually the doctor lived probably a mile from my house, and he just took his sweet little ass time. You know, I mean, and if I was gonna have a heart attack, tell you what, I wouldn't want it in the house in the Philippines. No way, no how. There's
So
no way.
what part of the Philippines did you live in?
Tulumbin, it's north of Cebu City by about a mile or two.
Oh, okay. How long were you there?
7 months.
Oh, okay. Was that recent or was that a while ago?
Over a year ago.
Oh, so that's not that long ago.
Yeah, but you know, I met the wrong girl, dude.
I've heard that story a few times.
Oh man, she cost me 500,000 pesos for her debt that she owed, and I paid it all, of course. And my
500,000
living
pesos.
expenses and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It took
Yeah.
every cent that I had every
Damn.
month to make ends meet
Damn.
and eat Filipino style and
What do you mean Filipino style? What, food or what? Living?
yeah, the Filipino style food so I could pay her bills. That
Damn.
Well,
didn't make no sense, you know what I mean?
nobody held a gun to your head, Bob. You just did it because of your kindness.
That's right. I was a big sucker.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Even
you
though
know,
everybody told
I
you
should
to
have
pull
listened
away.
to her when I was here before I went there. She was looking for somebody as just a companion, not a husband. And I was all gun ho for her and stuff. I had the wedding ring already and all that
But
stuff. And I went there, proposed,
misconfused
gave her the
those
ring
words.
and all
You
that
thought,
stuff. And oh man,
yeah, Bob, but you misconfused those words.
yeah,
Girlfriend, wedding ring,
yeah,
companion.
yep.
You
Yep,
had a one-track mind. Hey, Peter, how you doing, man?
that's right. One track mind. And she got me good though.
Hey, I noticed someone in the chat room, Jedi, asked me if I'm liberal, and I'm going to answer that and say no, I'm not a liberal. Definitely not.
Well, I really don't know what a liberal is. And I don't want to go there.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I didn't vote. I didn't vote for Trump, and I didn't vote for Hillary or no, who was running against? Yeah, Hillary was running against Trump. I didn't vote for him. The reason why is because my ID got stuck in my dresser drawer more to me, and I looked through my dresser drawer looking for my wallet, you know, and found my wallet, but my ID wasn't in there to go vote, so I didn't get a vote for that, you know. But you know, long story short, he won't be in there much more longer.
You don't think so? I think he's going to get reelected.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I think he'll win again.
Yeah.
Well, whatever happens, you know, I mean, the guy's a a racist and all that stuff. And
How's he a
you know,
racist? How's he a racist?
yeah, he's a racist because his father was a KKK Ku Klux Klan member, and if you Google it, Fred Trump, which was his father, you could get all the lowdown on him. And then
Well, that
Trump has
don't make him a racist.
Trump
Right.
has
And
mentioned that he is a racist. So
I don't know.
but
I've seen a lot of pictures of him with like black people over the years and winning awards with black communities, and I don't think
Yeah.
he's
oh no, he
racist.
paid
And
for all that.
his daughter
He
married a
rubbed elbows
Jew.
with a lot of black people.
Yeah, he doesn't care. I don't think he gives a
Yeah.
damn about that stuff.
As long as they're rich, money has no color. I mean,
Yeah,
money
the only
doesn't
color
care who
he cares
spends
about
it.
is green.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Green.
Peter, I just threw you a link if you wanted to hop on.
Yeah,
Hey, Jerry,
it's
I
a messed
also threw
up
you a
world
link also.
we're living in, in the States because uh, of Mr. Trump. I mean,
Well,
he's on the
I hope we're not
TV
going to have
every
Bernie
day.
Sanders.
Nah, I don't think we'll get Bernie Sanders.
No, he's too old.
Yeah.
And no, I think Trump will win for better or worse, whether you like him or not. I think it's pretty secure. Just like, yeah, I wasn't surprised when Obama got reelected, and I'm expecting Trump to get reelected.
Yeah, my brother now he's a big Trumpster. He sent him $100 bill,
Wow.
and for that $100 bill, you know what he got back?
Huh.
A hat.
A red hat.
Nice.
He got
But that's
back
what
a red hat, and he gave it to me.
That's what a donation is, though. Like, I mean, politicians have these $5,000 a plate dinners and stuff, and
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
I hope it's a buffet. I mean, I
Yeah,
hope
it's
it's not
buffet.
just one
All the
plate.
rice you can eat.
I mean, I hope we get a room with that plate and dessert.
Jeez.
I went through a 100-pound stack of rice in 7 months, all to myself.
Yeah, well,
Really?
you could in certain parts of the world, yeah.
And today, as it stands, let's see, I've been back for a year and 2 months. I maybe ate a pound of rice, maybe.
Well, I live in China.
I like
yeah,
mixed rice. I don't like plain rice.
My sister said last night, she says, Bob, what you want for dinner? You want top ramen noodles or do you want burritos? And I said, duh, I live in Mexico. I want burritos.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true Californian. Californian.
This used to be Mexico, and I mean, I got Mexican neighbors all around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
And hey, when they throw a barbecue, I sniff, man. I'm sniffing. I'm going, where's that coming from?
Yeah.
And then I'll go over and I'll say, hey, Bob, you want some carnitas? And I say, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
I like
you're
Mexicans.
cooking, hey, I'm eating.
Yeah. Mexicans are cool. They make some good food.
Oh man.
That's one of the things I did like about SoCal. But that's one of the reasons I like the Philippines too, is that Spanish influence,
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I moved to the Philippines, because I thought the Philippines was going to have Mexican food because of Spanish influence. Boy, I was mistaken.
Good luck there.
But you can get Mexican food in the Philippines.
Yeah, you
can get some
but
good.
It's not the same as here, Never.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, but still.
I thought I was gonna have burritos all the time and tacos and street tacos. Yeah. I didn't know any better.
Yeah, I couldn't even find a Taco Bell, but you know what? I could find a McDonald's that delivered to the house.
Yeah, that's cool.
And here I got a McDonald's a mile away, and they don't deliver. What's up with that?
Yeah, I could live without McDonald's, but yeah, delivery's nice. Same in China. McDonald's delivers. Lots of places deliver here.
Yep. Yep. Only in a foreign country, basically. I mean, you got certain places here that deliver over $25, and
Well, if they don't
it's like
deliver,
the
you can
pizza
just call a
places here.
taxi and they'll take it.
The pizza places here charge you $5 a whack to deliver, no matter. You have to be within 10 miles, of course. You mean I got a pizza joint just right up on the corner here. Cost me $5 delivery fee.
Damn.
Well,
Is that including the tip?
well, you spend $50, you expect you're gonna get free delivery. Well, when they get here, it says automatic tip when you sign the thing for your card.
Well, and it's California, so tax is going to be 40 of that $50, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's really expensive. We got this house here, $3,000 a month.
Damn, dude. That's so California. I cannot stand the cost of living there. I can't do it.
Yep, exactly. It costs you $36,000 a year to live here,
Yeah.
And that takes every bit of my check, my sister's check, and my mother's check.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to live at home or nothing, but this has been a godsend. I mean, to be able to have a mother that's living still at 75 years old,
Yeah.
and there's really not much wrong with her. She does take her daily pills and stuff, but
I think it's good, dude. That's the thing I've learned traveling, or like Mexican families or Asian families. They'll have 3 generations under one roof, and I like that now, because in America it's like, oh, you're old, go to the old folks' home. Oh, you're 18, get out of the house. But these other cultures, like I kind of like that.
We got a retirement
they
home
still
just
huddle
walk
together.
away, and we can't see mom being at the retirement home. No.
Yeah.
She'll just dry up. Nobody would go see her even a block away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's like if I was in jail. That's just like if I'm in jail. Nobody's gonna come and see me.
Hey, Bob, I asked you a question.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just really thankful she's alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you'd be starving if who's gonna cook for you, Bob?
And she does cook gnarly meals. Kevin's seen them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice,
Makes me hungry. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm really thankful. My dad passed away.
What do you mean you think that's not nice?
Over here for the last 52 years, But yeah, I'm just blessed, I guess, in one way or another.
Well, could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
You could be over in the Philippines
he lived
enjoying
1,400
yourself.
miles away. Yeah. Yeah, so what about us?
What?
What's the panel saying about us?
They're telling you to pack up and go back to the Philippines.
Well, my girl's in Hong Kong right now, my new girl, and I met her before that thing I went to up in the Philippines. Yeah, that thing that just totally, yeah. I gave her a wedding ring and everything, you know what I mean? And I'm not an Indian, gave her by no means. But a month before I had to come back home, I said, hey, can I buy that wedding ring back from you?
Damn, dude, you said India. Yeah, that's not PC. California police are on their way right now.
Huh?
No, I just think it's fun. I'm just joking. Like, but the phrase Indian giver, I'm surprised someone in California would say that, and I'm expecting someone to pop up and say you're a racist and then like handcuff you.
Oh, that'd be nice. I like being
Everything's so
handcuffed.
damn, dude. All right, that's not what I
Yeah,
was going
yeah.
for.
I was raped by
Hey,
3 women one time many years
What?
ago.
What?
Yeah, they handcuffed me in their van. See, what happened was I was hitchhiking from one state to another, and uh, these chicks pulled over and said, "Yeah, we'll give you a ride." And I jumped in the back of their rig, and they gave me some kind of dope in a cup, and I drank it, and
on
passed out.
purposely? Or
And then when I woke up, man, I was handcuffed to uh, some kind of metal frame inside that van, and everybody was naked. I was naked. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I
Sure,
didn't
you
know
weren't
you
just.
could get it
You
up
sure you
when
just
you
weren't
were
dreaming?
passed
You weren't
out.
dreaming.
No, no, no. But I was good looking back then, I mean, I was like 25,
yeah.
26 years old, going from one state to another.
Damn.
And how old were those women?
Oh, shit. That ranged from 20 to 60, man. It was a good time, though, I guess.
And they just took turns, and then what? Dropped you off?
Yeah, left me empty.
Did they give you your clothes back after?
Well, actually, no. The first chance I could get after I got unhandcuffed, all I had on was a pair of shorts, underwear, and a pair of sneakers on. That's it.
So you got dropped off, and all you had were shorts and sneakers, and no
Yeah,
money or clothes. So what did you do
yeah.
from that point? What happened next?
Well, I was dumbfounded. I was sitting there on a curb, and it was in the middle of this damn town, and I can't even remember what the town was called.
Hey,
It's
Scott.
between states, and the cops came over and arrested me. Asked so,
Mm.
and then I told them my
Yeah,
wild story, and they didn't believe me. They just thought I was some kook, because I had no ID, I had no money, I had nothing.
Yeah, I could see why they would think that.
But
Did you
they
tell
were
them?
nice. They were nice. Went to see a judge and stuff the next morning. I said, well, either leave me in here because I have no clothes, or give me some clothes and let me go. You know, and they gave me
Yeah.
some clothes and let me go. Missoula, Missoula was the place. Little dinky
Missoula?
town in Montana.
Oh, Montana. Okay.
Yeah, I was going from Fort Smith, Arkansas, traveling on the back end of a freight train and stuff, and then
Damn.
got the high rail up to Montana, and they just stopped out in the middle of nowhere, unhooked the train. It was a grain train that I was on, and from there, I mean, it's just I've traveled the rails. I've Greyhound bus, and they don't have Greyhound bus no more in California or anywhere.
No? Wait, they don't have Greyhound anymore?
Yeah. When I got released, I went and found a job right off the bat, get some money in
Huh.
my pocket, you know,
Yeah, money's good.
and then jump back on the train, and then go to the
Well,
next town.
don't let no woman pick you up anymore.
Yeah, I could write a book about all my travels.
You should. You should. I would read it. That sounds funny.
Yeah, well, I could tell you a long one. I told Kevin half of it. My fishing trip in Alaska. And oh man,
Uh-huh.
No.
that was exciting.
Where are you from originally? Where did you grow up?
San Diego.
Okay, so you're from California originally. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm from California. Born there.
All right.
Parks
I
Memorial
got you.
Hospital in San Diego County.
San Diego's nice.
Yeah, but now you talk about rent being here expensive. Shoot, you couldn't get a 3-bedroom house for under $6,000 a month there.
Yeah, it's
San
retarded.
Diego.
Yeah, it's way too expensive. I couldn't. Yeah, no way.
Ventura, I mean, they got low parts of town. They got medium sized town, and they got the big spenders areas. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and we live like in a commercial zoned area, and there's like a house here, house there, and Amtrak station. It's got city county buildings behind us, a cop station. And then across the way, there's a couple houses, and up on the corner there's a motel.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
China's going to be here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I'd get you to run that vacuum in the living room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause she's bringing her puppy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Vacuuming duty.
Yeah. Well, I just got done cleaning the bathroom. Spots. Spots and spots. Well, we help out each other right here. I mean, I'll go vacuum and she'll cook me a beautiful breakfast, like eggs and toast and bacon and stuff Kevin don't get. So, you know what I mean?
Kevin don't get that stuff.
Good for you.
Not for my mama. He wish, But yeah.
Just say no. Hey Raymond, how you doing?
Anyways, I'm gonna go take off for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn off the sound so you guys don't hear the vacuum cleaner running.
All right, Bob. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be on. We got things also to get going.
Okay.
So if we're on, we're on. If we're not, we're not. So.
Cool.
Yep. Hey, do you teach all year round, or is it like a seasonal?
Basically, it's like September through mid to late January, and then I get a 4 to 6 week winter holiday, and then I continue basically from either late February or March through June, and then I get July and August off, and that's usually when my wife and I go to Philippines or anywhere. Like last summer we traveled around China, but yeah, get like 3 months off a year, and then 9 months out of the year. It's just like a regular semester. It's just like a regular school year with a really long winter holiday.
What is one of the main methods of travel in China?
Well, if you're going just around the city, lots of people have cars, like everything. There's lots because the population's so big. There's a huge metro subway system here, huge. Like it's crazy in Beijing. Lots of people have cars, lots of people have bikes. There's lots of buses. So for within the city, pretty much everything. And then if you want to go from one city to another, they have a really good train system here, and if I travel sometimes, or I just want to get out of Beijing for the weekend, I take a night train, and they'll have a sleeper, so you sleep on it, wake up in the next city in the morning. The transportation here is not bad. I wish the U.S. we had this kind of infrastructure with a train system has developed. Because I feel like it's really difficult and expensive to travel around the States comfortably, and here it's so easy.
Is over in Beijing? Is it a Western friendly area, or do they keep to themselves? Like tourist wise.
I don't know. I would say it depends where you go, which district you're in. I think a lot of people here are just kind of indifferent, kind of apathetic, like just I think a lot of people don't give a damn, but Beijing is, one of the more developed, I would say, Western friendly cities. Like you want to get certain amenities, or you'll find more supermarkets here that have Western products and stuff than you would in some cities.
Mhm.
But I think most people just, and it's a major city anyway. It's just, majority Chinese. I think most people don't give a damn really, for better or worse.
Because I understand that like a lot of hotels is like off limits for Westerners and
Oh,
stuff like that. I'm talking about.
okay. In that sense, yeah. I think a lot of the hotels have to have like a special license. I have an apartment, so I'm not really staying in hotels. And when I travel, whenever I travel, I usually don't have any problem finding a hotel or a hostel. But I've heard of that, and I know that some hotels won't admit Westerners. But
Is that because of the language barrier, or is that just because of like we're too good?
I doubt it's because they think they're too good. I'm sure it's something more financial or political, or I don't know. I've definitely read about that. I'm aware of it, but I haven't encountered that. Because whenever I've traveled, the biggest issue I've had is sometimes just finding a hotel that's not fully booked. Because again, if I'm traveling during the holidays, everything gets booked up real
Yeah.
quick.
But you're fluent in Chinese, right? In Mandarin.
I'd say I'm proficient. I don't. I know enough that I can get around and do things on my own.
That's
I don't know if
nice.
that would if I'd be considered fluent or not, but I'm proficient enough. I
Like
usually don't have
you
any.
could order something to eat. You could
Oh yeah.
ask for directions.
Oh yeah. That's easy. Sure. Yeah, day-to-day stuff I don't have any issues with, or I
Yeah.
usually don't. Some days I can't connect two words, but most of the time I can manage it. Yeah, so it's not that difficult, and I like getting 3 months of vacation a year, and I like not paying rent, and I can't get those things in the States, especially not California. I'm not going to save any money in California.
Well, California, New York,
Yeah,
especially a hotel would be kind of difficult.
it's just
I mean that's if you like do a walk-in and expect a room.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, and also just again the fact that if my wife and I were in the States, going to the Philippines would take a lot longer, be a lot more expensive. But from China to the Philippines, like from Beijing, it's like a 5-hour flight to Manila. Round trip's like a few $100, so it's not that difficult to to visit there or anywhere. Like
So it's inexpensive to fly.
Compared to the States, it's
Yeah.
pretty affordable. Or if you're way down south, if you're in a southern city like Guangzhou, which is close to Hong Kong, I think a one-way from southern China to Manila is like $50 US, like a 2-hour
Nice.
flight.
That's
Which
not too
is
bad.
awesome. So we're hoping that this will be our last year in Beijing. We want to kind of head south or somewhere a little bit closer. See, Jedi wrote, "How can you stand that polluted hellhole, China?" Well, pros and cons. The pollution is bad sometimes, but
Well, you got to
like I said,
outweigh the money's good.
you can
Breathing's
save money.
bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, recently the last few days the air's been good, but and it depends too which city you're in. Like, yeah, if you're in Beijing, I don't think it's that great of a city. It's all right, but you go to like Qingdao, like on the coast, and it's near the ocean, and the air's cleaner, and it's there are some decent cities in China. I just think Beijing kind of sucks. Jedi asked where my wife is from. My wife is from the Philippines. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Jedi said $50. Is that on a cargo plane? No, that's on a commercial decent flight. You know, it's like just a normal flight, super cheap. And again, you know, again, to answer Jedi's questions, I'm willing to kind of put up with some of the shitty things of China, because if I can put up with it for a few years and save enough money, you know, we get our house paid
Sacrifice.
off. Yeah, kind of. It's temporary. It's just long game. And then, you know, we got our little house in Sorsogon, which is not very far from the beach. And, you know, I don't think I could afford something like that in California. You know, as always, the dream is growing up in California, want to have a house by the beach, but it's just impossible.
Yeah.
You know. But
And you're planning on you would like to move back to the Philippines, buy something or relocate.
Yeah. I mean, we want to pay off the house there. We're hoping we can transition there permanently in a few years. It's just a matter of how much money do we save? How long does it? Basically, once we feel like we've paid off most of the house, and then we can get there and open a few businesses or start a franchise or something, and make enough money to make ends meet, you know, we'll stay there. So it just depends, you know, again, how much money we earn, how much we save. You know, it could be 3 years, could be 5 years. It just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I miss it. And again, like I said, with the vacation time, we can still visit every year, so that's all right.
Yeah. So roughly what $200 round trip for your wife and you?
Yeah, well, if we're in the South, if you're in the South, you can get a round trip. Yeah, like $100 each. From Beijing, it just depends. Like usually for one person from Beijing, a round trip might be $250, $300, maybe $300 for a round trip.
Mhm.
But a year or two ago, I went down there for like a week before we were married, and I got a round trip flight from Beijing in April or May for like $225, you know, round trip. And I thought that was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you got to sacrifice a little to gain a lot.
Basically, that's what I tell my wife when she gets annoyed with China, because it can be kind of, yeah, really
Overwhelming, I
overwhelming.
think.
Yeah. And sometimes she gets issues with the language, the pollution, and I'm telling her, like, look, I totally get it. Just hang in there, you know, hang in there. And
She don't want to spend a couple extra months in the Philippines and let you just stay there.
Nah, we kind of like being together most of the time. Most of the time we like being
Most of the
together.
time.
And
Keyword.
well, you know, we're you know how couples are. Sometimes you need a little space. Sometimes
Oh, I hear you
you
there,
need
man.
yeah. So we're a pretty normal couple, I think.
We're
in
all
that
that
regard.
way.
Yeah, absolutely. But nah, like again, you know, like I said, during the winter we can be there for 4 weeks. During the summer we can be there for 8 weeks, and that's good enough for now. And but yeah, I mean, yeah, the dream is to be there, you know, full time when we can afford it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith. Yeah, today's the weekend, so it's kind of like a lazy day. Lazy day today. Taking a little bit of time getting things moving around. Beautiful day out today, nice and sunny out, but I think it's a little bit cold out right now.
What time is it there in Kentucky?
It's 11:40.
AM.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm bad with time
It's
zones.
42, it's 42 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Americans, we're the only ones who use Fahrenheit. Everyone else uses Celsius. I always get confused.
Yeah,
Wow,
it
that
took
was
me a
short.
while to get switched
Right.
over. 35 where you're at. Yeah, it's 45 here. 10 degrees difference.
45.
Big difference.
Wait, where's Book Soul Keith at?
How
Where?
hot is it outside, Cortana?
I think Keith is up north.
72 degrees with the high today. It's 48
Dude,
right now.
that's that's every day in California. 70,
No,
72
not
to
really. It's
74
pretty cold
degrees.
here, though. You know.
Like when
Hey,
people
Keith, where you located at? Keith told me once, but I forgot. I think he's up by Oregon, I think.
Oh damn, okay, that's way north.
Yeah, it's gonna be colder.
No, he says Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, I'm sorry.
Wisconsin.
Gotta be hot there and humid.
Yeah, Jedi, that'd be nice. In the next couple of years, go back to Iloilo.
You should. We're rooting for you.
We got a couple of guys. Jedi, he likes it in Iloilo. Pascal from Belgium, his fiance is from Iloilo.
Cool.
We have our own little commune.
Oh, jeez.
Very cool.
There's a lot of good people going back and forth.
Yeah,
You meet some really interesting people.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. There's some interesting Filipino vloggers, or what I'm saying. No, some interesting expat vloggers in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, you'd be
There's a million of
surprised.
them at least now.
Yeah, some characters. Some characters.
Some good guys, some goofy guys.
And some scuzzbags.
Yeah.
Scumbags.
A little
Yeah.
bit of everybody, I guess.
Well, you know.
That's what makes the world go round.
Hey, I've been watching a new channel. It's pretty cool. It's called The Farmer in the
Foreigner in the Philippines.
Farming in the Philippines or something like that. His name's Brian. Was it the Foreigner Expat Farmer in Philippines? Something like that.
Hey,
And
next time, why don't you write it down, Bob, before you won't have to triple over it.
well, yeah, I do trip on it. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull it right up so I can tell you.
Okay.
It's called The Foreigner Farming in the Philippines.
The foreigner farming in the Philippines. That's a lot of
Foreigner
fuss.
Farming in the Philippines.
Keith-
Oh
Keith
man, it's
says
got an
that's
awesome
good.
channel.
That's a good channel.
Okay.
I'm it sounds familiar. And do you like watching it, Bob?
Hello?
I think we lost Bob.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be back. Foreigner farming in the Philippines. I've not heard of that, but I'm curious.
Yeah. It's easy to do farming. You just eat a fruit, throw it on the ground. A week later, and it's already rooting.
Sounds like a good life.
Farming in the Philippines. Watch it. He's got a piggery going. He wants to get 1,000 chickens for eggs, and he's got a few chickens right now. Yeah, he's just like any of us. But I think he was better suited. I mean, I think he owns some property in the States, and he brought over like a couple 100,000, and soaked it right into a nice place.
Yeah, I like watching Gary. My Philippine experience. He was on last night. Him him and him and his wife to be. They got a good thing going.
Yeah, this Brian at the Foreigner Farming in the Philippines, he soaked pretty much everything he had, I mean, from the States into this place. He owns like 5 acres. He just rented a bulldozer, and it's got a tilapia pond now. And he's got several good videos. I mean, the best videos I've ever seen as a vlogger. You know what I mean? Uh, I've probably seen 100 of his videos so far. And he's
Brian, the pig farmer.
straight talker. He's a pig farmer. He's got like 20 or 30 sows, and he's got Piglet City. They're all like cuter than hell. And he sells his piglets, and he's up front. And he tells you the prices for everything. And I like that because you get a lot of vloggers and they don't know the price of nothing, and they spit out prices, and it's not that. He tells you all the numbers and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, Bob, those prices could change like on a weekly basis.
Well, he tells you as it is. Every day he does a video, and he tells it for that day. It could be different the next day. But he's got little piglets that he sells his lechon for 2,500 pesos. And you know what? And those are like 50 to 70 pound piglets for the small lechon. But when I bought that pig for the New Year's bash, it cost me what was it, 5 or 6,000 pesos. It was a bigger pig, and
that's what $120.
Yeah, it cost me at least $120 on that. I don't know if you seen any of Sentai's videos on that, but you better go on there and look for Bob Cooper's story of Bob Cooper's whatever on the Sentai 7, Kevin, and look at that New Year's bash we had for
Hey,
not this
Jed,
last year, but the year before.
Hey, Gringo. Thanks, brother. Gringo, just give me 10 euros. Appreciate that.
What's that?
10 euros. I think that's like 13, right around $13.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah,
Go, sister. Just give me 20 US.
Yeah, everybody out there, give Kevin the money, and we'll put that towards a fund to get Kevin back to Ilo City.
That's right, man. Thanks, Bob.
But we better lock that fund up because I know how easy it is to grab it, use it.
You gotta have a little bit of self-control, brother.
Well, it's gonna take me a year to save $800 for my airplane ticket.
Yeah, but if you buy the airplane ticket in advance, Bob, I think you can get like maybe reduced price.
No. What I'm saying is it will take me a year to save $800.
No, but I'm just saying. I think it's going to be cheaper than that.
Well, it will be cheaper than that because you know what? After I save that money for a year, then I buy the ticket and I can fly 2 years from that date.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because I don't have $800 just whip out, throw on a ticket. You know what I mean?
Sell your dog.
Well, I'm waiting for him to die so I can go.
Sell your sister's cat.
I'll throw that down the street to the Philippine flea market. We don't have a Filipino community here, but
oh really?
Yeah, the Vietnamese. Now I'll go throw that cat in their dumpster, and they'll find it in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, work a miracle. It came back.
It came back. That's right. Catch it while you can. Yeah. Yep. So, yep. I hear that you're leaving us, Kevin.
Well,
Shut her
soon.
down.
Pretty soon, Bob. My
What,
leg starts hurting a little bit if I stay
5-10
seated.
minutes? I know your butt's
Yeah.
got it. But your poor butt cheeks got to be stuck to your seat. You know.
No, well, it's no, just my leg. My leg is kind of hurting.
What kind of chair are you sitting in?
It's one of those aluminum fold up chairs.
Oh my God, you're gonna kill it.
No, the chair is good. It's just not good on my hip and my legs because
Yeah, do you got a cushion you sit on?
I got like one of those pillows.
Oh, pillow. Okay, yeah. You know, you get hemorrhoids sitting down for too long. You know.
I don't know. I'm not a truck driver, Bob.
Or hemorrhoids. It don't matter. Hemorrhoids or hemorrhoids. You know. That's why I get up every once in a while I'm on here. You know.
Yeah.
I hate to kill the recliner as much as possible. But, yep. So, well, I guess I'll leave. So you leave. You know.
Well, I am gonna get up pretty soon.
Well,
Gogo sister, thank you much.
Stay sexy.
Gringo, appreciate.
Stay hungry.
A beach
and
chair. You know, one of those outside chairs or a beach chair. They would have to have a 400, 500 pound chair because if I try to get up, I would push my weight on it to stand up, and I think I would collapse the chairs. So I would need a stress chair that would take the stress that won't collapse. But one of those gaming chairs, they make like a 500-pound gaming chair. Those are pretty nice. They're built for big people. Large people, big people. I don't know. You could get them at Target. We don't have a Target here, but over in Indiana, they got a Target. Or you get Office Max, Staples. We just don't have nothing like that here. Yeah, office chair. Like one of those plus size or big and tall chairs that's built for big, large people. Champion size. Oh, hell. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to let you go. Look like Bob already flew the coop. But yeah, appreciate all of our guests. Thank you much for the super chat money, you guys. Always welcome. Big money, little money. At the end, it all adds up. I'm always happy, Never snub my nose to a little bit of money, I am very grateful for all of you guys' help. When you guys help me out, that just means you guys, so I appreciate that. You can find a cheap second-hand chair. I thought of that too. We got some try a Sam's Club chair. Sam's Club or Costco chair, stuff like that. You're right, Keith. do a little bit of shopping instead of being a with a spare the moment person. You know, my mom and my aunts, they do coupon, going through the newspaper. Now it's the computer, and take a look at the better deals. Yeah, nothing wrong about doing some good deals. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you all later on. Thank you for coming to the bullpen. You guys have a good weekend. Always be safe. God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you all later on.